Originally I didn't want to make this video, but I thought I should because this person, voiceofreason467, is being very persistent in attacking my character. This kid has been attempting to address things that I've said, but he displays the usual zeitgeist fanatical rhetoric in that he doesn't address arguments that I've made in his little responses to me. He just attacks, strawman, distorts my position, and then attacks that distortion that he created as if he thinks he's refuting me, when he actually avoids my real arguments and doesn't even attack what I'm actually saying. So, a couple of people have been emailing me asking me if I'm going to respond to this kid's videos. He's made quite a few, and I recommend you go watch them so that you can get an idea, a taste of what the zeitgeist movement produces, because the level of integrity, honesty, and basically substance is minimal in his videos. And originally I was planning to write an article refuting him like I did to Dudekin and to Shalev Sarah, but I've been much too busy. I've got a lot of people depending on me to make a good film, and that's what I'm setting out to do. So instead of that, I've done a bit of looking into this Voice of Reason character as to determine if whether or not I should respond to him in articles. So I went around and did a bit of looking on his YouTube page. He has a little blog where he attempts to address things, which is basically just straw man after straw man, distortion, no substance, no meaningful arguments, nothing. It's just all garbage. And that's not being rude, that's just my honest opinion of his material. That's not saying anything about him as a person, it's just his material is lacking in substance. So anyway, he obviously really loves zeitgeist. He believes it's true. He doesn't see the truth behind zeitgeist, that it's just new age, basically globalist nonsense. So I did a bit of looking into him. If you click on his website, he'll probably delete all this stuff that I found after this video goes up. So if you go to his little website and then go to his, where it says about him or whatever on his site, you'll see that his Yahoo name is Reaper06221986. That's him. Okay, he's the only person with that name. So I went into Google and I just I did a little search on some things, and what I found was that if you go to this Plenty of Fish website, he has created an account. If you just Control F. There he is, Reaper06221986. That's him. And so, I just wanted to see if this guy's like some kind of maniac or something. I don't know. So I go down and where it says about me, to see if I should engage in this guy and waste time on him when I've got other things going on. It says, well, I am a goofball, plain and simple, really. So for those of you who have been emailing me saying that I should address this guy and waste time writing articles against him, he's a self-admitted goofball. He's plain and I think he meant plain and simple. He's plain. I like to have fun, hang out with my friends, smoke weed. So he's basically a party animal, drug abuser. And I'm not trying to judge this guy, but I'm not about to waste time on this guy when I have important things to deal with, like a film that many people are counting on me to make. I have to do real research. So this says, do you drink? No. He's got a picture of himself in a bar right before he says that. So, obviously the guy, he's got issues. So I did another Google search, and if you go, he made a thing on here in this video, YouTube racist emos, not really, don't kill us. And here's another account of his, the one he made before his Voice of Reason account. And it turns out that he's basically just a racist, this guy. He says, one more thing, these blacks, this is him, this is the same name, these blacks for the past 60 years have been screaming racism over almost anything they can, not being hired by a company because he's black, bull, expletive deleted, being refused to enter a store because he's black, bull, expletive deleted. again, he's wearing gang colors, not to mention some kid trying to buy a video game and wasn't the proper age. Instead of getting his mom, he screams racism. Like I said, there is a difference between racism and playing the race card. So one more thing, anyone who says these people are racists are dealing the race card. Oh, and also, if you really think that this term isn't far from the truth, try living near these idiots. He's referring to black people, African Americans, and then try not to say the word expletive deleted. So let's see what he's defending in this video.
No, you're screaming. Oh, okay. Nigger.
I apologize for that, guys, but you know, it just goes to show that what, you know, the zeitgeist movement produces people like this voice of reason character, you know, racist drug abusers who cannot even spell, who can't even, you know, logically form arguments against me. He obviously just hates Christians in his videos. He says F you as if that's gonna get him any credibility. I've been asked to make rebuttals to him in his videos, but they're basically nonsense. He's not the kind of person I would like to engage, which is not to say that I think that I'm better than him. Just by his actions, he has proven himself not to be someone that I want to deal with. He's a racist. He's admittedly discriminated against African Americans. This is him. There's no denying that. He's the only one with this name. And that's his Yahoo account right there. Same thing. So, for those of you who have been asking me about this voice of reason guy, I don't know, maybe I'll find a video and tell you what he looks like, or show you, I mean. You know, just my advice, he's not a stable person, so just avoid him. Here he is right here. He thinks he's smart, he thinks he's refuting people, but he's just embarrassing himself. So, anyway, I gotta get back to research, so Lord bless you all. I didn't want to make this video, but he kept being persistent and started swearing at me and blaspheming against the Lord Jesus Christ and against the Bible. So you had this coming, buddy. I'm sorry, but hey YouTube, I just got an email from a subscriber, Bloodstained Lamb, saying that Voice of Reason is now denying that Reaper, what was his name again? Reaper0622196 is him. He's denying that it's him, even though all we have to do is go to his blog, which is listed on his YouTube site. Let's just do the steps. Let's go to his YouTube site. 1 second to load. And then we go to his blog. This is what a liar he is, denying that this is him. Okay, this is the most pathetic rebuttal I've ever seen. And then we go here. This is where it says about him. This is Voice of Reason. Reaper06221986. So that's him. He's admitted it, okay? Now, I found his comments on this video. Reaper06221996, same guy. Just disgustingly racist. Just irreversibly exposed. And now what does Voice of Reason do in response to this? Let's see.
Leaving my account, but let's go ahead and see what it actually said.
Did you hear that?
It actually said.
Basically just a racist, this guy.
Oh, okay, that's not even my account, but let's...
This liar is saying that that's not his account. Well, let's further expose him. Because if you go to the Zeitgeist Movement website, he made an account there. And what do we find under his birthday? 22061986. The exact numbers in this YouTube account. 22061986. This is his birthday, month, and year. This is undoubtedly him. And yet he has the audacity to lie to all of YouTube and expect people to believe it, when the chances of someone making an account with his birthday month he was born and year is so small, and he's trying to say that someone has made an account with his information on it. That's his story. That's what he's sticking to. This is the level of dishonesty that the Zeitgeist movement displays, and he actually expects people to believe him. That's how deluded he is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making these videos to be mean. I'm just showing you what the Zeitgeist movement produces, and it's not pretty. It's very ugly. Look at what he says. I'm going to repeat it, not because I want to, but because it's necessary. He says, try living near these idiots, referring to black people, and then try not to say the word expletive deleted. This is complete racism and prejudice. Now, this guy thinks that he's a voice of reason, that he's some kind of philosopher or something like this. Okay, when he admitted that he's a goofball and a pothead. And yet he has the audacity, when we expose him as a racist, to deny that that's his account. See, this person is not even worth responding to. Okay? And this will be the last video that I make of him. This will be the last time I mention this guy's name. He's clueless about everything, pretty much. So, let's see what he has to say. I think he quotes my video on here, so I don't want to listen to that again, but...
He's wearing gang color.
Let me...
But this term isn't... I apologize for that.
No, yes.
Secondly, let's just hypothetically say that this guy is me. This was made a year ago.
Oh, and that's supposed to validate you being a racist? A year ago is not that long ago, buddy. So who cares if it's a year ago?
So, what? And let's go.
So what? It proves that, taken together with the fact that you're a pot-smoking goofball, you're also a racist. Okay? This means that I'm not going to address anything that you put forth, because you're not the type of person that I want to engage in a dialogue with. This is the last video that I'm ever going to make that's addressing you, because you're a waste of time. You're a joke, okay? And I know a lot of people are gonna, be mad that I say that, but it's the truth, okay? He's a moron.
Go ahead and hear exactly what he's also saying before you cut him off. He states, I only use it myself to describe a fucking moronic black who is retarded and can't hold a conversation, while at the same time trying to be gangster, which actually is most of them what I know.
Okay, so that context is somehow supposed to validate you and make you not a racist? That's even worse than what I said. Okay, that's total racism. And the fact that you can't see that, and that you're why would you even defend these comments if it's not you? Who are you trying to kid? I'm sorry guys, I'm just getting really frustrated at this idiot. Okay, so that's the bottom line. He's a deceiver, he's a lunatic, a racist, and he's not worth responding to. His videos are garbage. People have commented to me, don't waste your time on this guy. This is the last video. Voice of reason, you've been exposed and it's irreversible. Okay? You can make all the long videos you want trying to cover that fact up, but it's not gonna work. Okay? You've proven that you're not reliable, that you're a hateful person, okay? That you're a racist scumbag, and that you're a drug addict. Bottom line, okay? You're not a voice of reason. You are a voice of treason and hypocrisy and deceit. That's all you're a voice of. A voice of evil, okay? So that's undoubtedly him. There's no denying that. He expects people to believe that it's not him, but it's not going to wash. It's not going to work. This is my last video directed towards you, voice of reason. You've been exposed. You've been shut down.